Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast, and it is finally here. We just watched the finale for The Boys, and let me tell you, it was a good one. As always, I'll be doing a review for the season finale of The Boys. I'll talk about the full season probably. We're going to start with some spoilers ahead. So, make sure to go watch the episode, and then we can get back into spoilers. Uh, so yeah, this episode was really good. I think it really tied up a lot of the storylines that I wanted to get clear. I think we're also gonna set up some really interesting things for next season. We know that they're gonna start working on that stuff soon, and just overall, uh, yeah, I really enjoyed this last episode. It was just nice, concise, and like I said, really set some cool things up and just really closed out on some loops that they've been really working at this whole season. So let's take it. I mean, everyone kind of came together this time around. There's no like normally we have a few multiple stories, but in this case there isn't. So let's kind of go beat by beat. So we open the episode with Homelander going to visit Ryan at the farm. And yeah, Ryan chooses to leave with Homelander. I think that both of them feel like they are alone and they need family, or they want the family, is somebody they can call family, and that's really been the driving force here on this stuff for them. Actually, the actor who plays Ryan, the Homelander's son, he's really good. There's some really interesting stuff, especially towards the end of the episode. So yeah, kudos to him. I think everyone really brought their A game for this episode, but he's somebody I hadn't really noticed, or maybe hadn't gotten much of a big chance to, uh, flex his acting muscles. I think overall we had kind of seen him as this like victim of all the circumstance. So yeah, um, last episode we got left with this big cliffhanger of like Soldier Boy finding out that Homelander is his kid. He was trying to set up a meet. It was kind of misleading because we were led to believe that maybe Homelander and Soldier Boy were going to be teaming up. But this was definitely not going to be the case. There's a few misdirects throughout the episode, but I'm glad that they didn't choose to go that route. I think the whole season we had been brought into like to not do that, and then doing that at the end, I think would have been maybe a little bit of disservice of the storytelling. But yeah, look, Jensen Ackles has been fantastic this whole season. I love the character of Soldier Boy as far as the performance, just because I'm a big fan of the actor. The character himself is kind of a piece of shit, but he did create some fun situations and some real obstacles. Also, in this episode, we finally got to see a lot more fighting. Um, so yeah, that was very fun. So on the other side, we do have because of Starlight's revelation, the government and the people are demanding to find Maeve. So Maeve has to be moved out of the building, which finally leads to a chance for Maeve to escape. So yeah, Maeve. I think Maeve's arc overall for these 3 seasons has finally been resolved the most. I don't know that it's a character that will be coming back, maybe in the future at some point, but for now, it looks like Maeve's kind of getting a happier ending for now. So we'll talk about that in a minute too. And yeah, the Butcher finally uh, kind of almost gets what he wants and then just throws it all away because we know, like deep down, and they make this joke themselves. Deep down, he's not that bad. Like there's some good in him somewhere. So yeah. So man, I don't want to jump way ahead, but it almost feels like that's the place I need to go. I do want to touch on A-Train's story. He goes to see his brother, updates him on the news, and his brother just kind of really wants him to leave. Like he's very disappointed that he was the one that killed Blue Hawk, even though Vought's covering it up, as blaming it on Soldier Boy. I will say one of the things that like this show kind of really puts to the forefront is like there's a lot of things messed up, and there's a divide in the country to reflect very real events. So like all that stuff's kind of coming to fruition, and yeah, I'm glad that they are taking the time to explore all those situations. I think there's as much as there's some things that I don't want to be reminded of all the time. Like it's good that they're exploring those situations. We should be a little bit uncomfortable with the media we watch. We should feel like, oh, it make us maybe reflect about what's going on in the real world, even if it's to this exaggerated point. So kudos for that as well. I think everyone working on the show is just great. Like they really have something really fun going on. um, so yeah, the boys finally team up. Kimiko and Frenchie are ready. The Kimiko's got her powers back from last time. Hughie finally reunites with Starlight after Butcher leaves them behind, so that he won't die from taking this temporal V, which will definitely be something that we talk about towards the end of the episode. And yeah, the whole Mother's Milk finally is ready to confront Soldier Boy. They got a hold of whatever that gas poison thing they needed for to put Soldier Boy down. Which man seems like a real fucked up thing. And they do this really funny thing where they put it in a bottle of perfume, and Mother's Milk questions Frenchie like, so this most dangerous neurotoxin you just carry around in a bottle of Starlight's perfume, huh? So yeah, I will say I was a little disappointed with the way the Black Noir story ended, but I don't see where it could have gone. Um, After all the stuff that we learned last week, yeah, Homelander finally confronted him, and we thought they were gonna reunite. We thought they were gonna be like kind of teaming up. And when Homelander realizes that Black Noir knew about his, Soldier Boy being his dad and having a family, he killed him. And man, that was messed up. But we get to see the little creatures again, the little animated creatures. I think they just bring some. It's weird, right? It changes completely the tone of everything that's going on when they're on the screen, but it's really some gruesome stuff. So yeah, Black Noir appears to be dead. Bot didn't release anything like towards the end, like um, yeah, they didn't mention anything about Black Noir being dead. So I don't know. Maybe he will be. Maybe he won't. Um, it looked like he was though. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. I know. I mean, this is based on comics. Comics bring dead people back all the time. We might bring that other. So in the comics, spoilers for the comics, Black Noir is a clone of Homelander. So maybe Vought will do something similar to fool the people that into thinking that he's still around. So yeah, we also have Homelander finally confronting the Deep and A Train and Ashley as to like they are the worst people, and he's right because he's also the worst, and they all kind of deserve each other. Um, Homelander sends the Deep on a mission to assassinate the VP candidate that we met in the past few episodes, and that'll pay off towards the end of the episode. So yeah, everyone's going to Vought because Soldier Boy and Butcher are going to Vought to kill Homelander. But when they get there, and Homelander's confronted by Soldier Boy, they have a conversation where Soldier Boy very quickly turns on Homelander, telling him like, "I am here to correct my mistake. You're weak and you should die, and I'm gonna kill you." Um, but then Homelander shows him Ryan, his grandson. Technically, I guess genetically. So yeah, now that's another wrench in the situation. So they have a fight. Maeve shows up. Mother's Milk, all the team, all the boys show up. Starlight is there, and they all start having a fight. And yeah, cool fight. I mean, Maeve finally like really brings it into Homelander. She definitely had a lot of stuff to work out there, while everyone else is trying to hold Soldier Boy, because Butcher finally realizes that Soldier Boy is not the answer, especially after he hurts Ryan on purpose, because he also wants to kill Ryan because he's pretty much he's the offspring of Homelander, so he has the same situation. So yeah, he wants to kill Ryan as well. Butcher will not allow that, and that's kind of where the turning point is. We do have Kimiko and Frenchie go prepare some more of this gas to control Soldier Boy, um, and they all fight at Vought. Hughie finally has a redemption moment where instead of taking the temporal velocity to help everyone, realizes that he can help them more on other ways, and he powers up Starlight, shooting up all the lights. There's a big fight. Um, there's a gruesome moment where Homelander just takes out Maeve's eye. It is disgusting. And then when Soldier Boy finally is gonna kill everyone, Maeve does the sacrifice play, and she takes out Soldier Boy. They explode. Everyone thinks that they are dead. Vought puts out a statement saying that Maeve gave up her life stopping Soldier Boy, or no, stopping some terrorists that attacked Vought. They don't really mention that it was Soldier Boy. So yeah, here we are in this new status quo now, and it was just quite a ride for the whole season. So where we are left off, quick recap. Butcher uh, finally goes to the doctor. They tell him he has about 12 to 18 months to live because of the temporal V that he took. It's really just messed up his brain irreparably. At least for now, they, like I said, comic book based stuff. They can fix that. Chemicals, whatever. Um, I guess I wonder if he could take some of the real velocity and then that could heal him. But then that would turn him into a soup. So yeah, we'll see. Starlight leaves Vought. She drops the Starlight persona. She's just going by Annie now. She joins the boys. Mother Milks has not a confrontation, a conversation with his daughter, explaining everything after the events of last week. Kimiko and Frenchie seem to be back to normal, which I'm so glad for them. I really thought one of them was gonna die this season, and I was gonna be very upset. And then yeah, Maeve survives and she moves on. She goes back with her girlfriend, and they can finally kind of have their own life and go away from everyone, since the world thinks that they're dead or that she's dead. And Homelander has his son for now. So yeah, we'll see. The one big twist that they kind of set up for next season is that the senator has become the running partner now for the candidate singer for president. So we'll see if that's what's gonna pay off. I feel like this is kind of where we're going now, and now the boys have a new target because she blows up people's heads, and no one knows that. And maybe you don't want her becoming the vice president, and maybe accidentally the president. Like she causes an accident. So we'll see what happens. That seems to be the conflict going forward towards season 4 of the boys. And then, like I mentioned, Homelander goes to talk to the people that are just kind of always hanging around outside of the bot building. There's a side of protesters, there's a side of people that are rooting for Homelander. As we've seen, one of the protesters throws something at Ryan. Homelander just plain old murders the dude in bright daylight, and there goes what's her name? I forget the mother's milk daughter's name, but her stepdad, who we've seen is kind of a douchebag because he's just a hero worshipping dumbass. He like the crowd cheers for Homelander having killed this dude, so things are getting very, very weird. Yeah, so it's been a great season. It's been a great ride. Thanks everyone for watching all these videos. I really had a good time doing all this stuff and talking about the boys, even for the people that watch the videos. So we'll keep covering that stuff. If you miss the boys, you can. I would recommend, if you haven't seen the Diabolical animated series, that's also on Prime. It's really good. After the episode, I rewatched the Homelander Origin one, which is really, really good. It's one of my favorite episodes of the series. So make sure to go check those out. Also, if you haven't, check out Invincible. It's another superhero theme thing, but it's definitely very different from the boys, but it has a lot of similarities in a few things. So very good stuff. Invincible season 2 should be coming back by real soon. So very excited for that. We'll probably cover some of that, at least the first few episodes. And yeah, stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. So as always, everyone, thank you for watching. And yeah, we had a great season of The Boys, so have a good one. Bye bye.